Yesterday I decided to go do something other than just hide from the world, which is extremely rare for me to do because there are days where I even go as far as feeling shameful for even leaving. Um, I feel like I need to remain indoors. In fact, as exaggerated as this is going to sound, I even feel like I don't deserve to be outside, and I need to feel like I need someone's permission to go outside because no one would want that to happen. No one would want me outdoors ruining their day. I don't do nothing to nobody, of course. I'm a peaceful type of guy who just sticks to himself, but I think my very presence alone is a unhealthy distraction. It causes people to stop what they're doing so they can give hateful comments, including homophobic remarks to me. So, yeah, I don't get any type of encouragement to continue to actually do something outside because, if anything, I'm only finding reasons to stay indoors. But I decided to go to the Mall of America, which in the States is considered to be the largest mall in the United States. And this also produces a positive opportunity to challenge my social anxiety and get my depression walk out of the way. Because the way I do my depression walk is that I put my Nintendo 3DS on sleep mode so it can record my steps. And when I go out on these depression walks, I do a 7,000 step requirement, which was something I was going to do there. But first, and while I'm walking around, actually the first thing I wanted to do was go to the bookstore, because one of the things I wanted to gradually get into instead of doing pretty much nothing all the time, because my fatigue and my depression says so, because I don't deserve a chance to live. I don't deserve a chance to breathe air, to live to see another day. To this day, I feel like that. But I wanted to do something proactive, and one of the things I wanted to do in terms of, starting the new year was to do small things, small proactive things, nothing large. I want to journal a lot more frequently. If you were to look at my journals, the time gap between one journal entry to another is usually weeks and sometimes months. And I want to kind of break that habit of doing it once in a while, because depression just sucks the life out of me. But another thing I wanted to do is reading. Yeah, I do read online blogs, and stuff like that, but I mean reading a book or something. But because there are two Barnes and Nobles nearby. There's more than two, but the closest one I go to, the one I went to at the Mall of America doesn't have a LGBT section. It doesn't have a gay romance section like some other Barnes and Noble does. Which was, and the other one that I used to go to did, but they closed down. Possibly because they were doing a lot of construction for 2 years on Nicollet Mall, which they finished, but not in time for Barnes & Noble to remain in business, apparently. So I ended up just getting a magazine instead. But it's, I think this is good because the magazine is actually dealing with real things that are happening in the real world, and What I need right now is something to keep me aware of, just little things and whatever that's happening. So, I got that. But here's the thing. Well, true, I did accomplish at least one goal of actually getting out and actually going in public. This is becoming a huge issue. Actually, it's not becoming an issue, it already is. See, I want to challenge my 2018 to be more than what my life has been like for an entire decade. I want to challenge myself on trying to live for the small things, because doing anything big right now will put me in a panic attack. But me just going to the mall was frightening, which is odd because I used to go there quite a lot till I ended up stopped going altogether because of my social anxiety. When I was on the bus, I don't like it when people sit close to me. I don't like it when they're sitting across from me. Sometimes I feel like people sit near me just to make me uncomfortable, solely for that purpose. And I just get so irritated and nervous and scared, like, what are these fuckers going to do to me? Because I consider myself a disruption. Anytime I'm outside, people need to stop what they're doing to insult me. Homophobic remarks, general insults, with me doing absolutely nothing to deserve it. I just keep to myself and let people insult me. Because, kindness is something that doesn't exist for me, not in this world. And so, me being on the bus was getting on my nerves. So, going to the mall with thousands of people there, I was scared to death. Despite the fact that I'm no stranger there, I've been there many times before. How the hell am I going to do more things that I usually don't do, like having an outdoor adventure or whatnot, when I'm struggling just going to the mall? Like, really, I can't picture me living, because all I can picture is me dying. But, I still went. I was at the bookstore for at least an hour. Got the magazine. I started walking around trying to have my depression, meet my 7,000 step requirement for my depression walk, because I have my Nintendo 3DS record my steps, and I don't want to call my depression walk quits until I meet at least 7,000 steps. Ended up doing that, getting some ice cream, but it's just, people look at me when I'm there, and that I just feel awkward. And not only that, my mood actually was dropping quite a lot while I was there. Because it was reigniting this feeling that I always get when I'm basically anywhere in public. I was feeling alone. Because when I'm at the mall, I observe what I don't have. I observe what I'll never get. And that's friendship, kindness, and love. I will never get those things, like, ever. And I don't understand why. Okay, fine, I make my share of mistakes, but I don't think I did anything so horrible for people to avoid me altogether. But I guess it's what I deserve. I've always been alone. Okay, yeah, true, I'm a loner. And based on how I grew up, especially with social anxiety, I just grew up to be like that. But, still, I would like to have at least one friend. one person that won't reject me the minute I say a word, or reject me before I say anything. And when I was at the mall, I kept seeing people with people. They were being loved, they were enjoying their time, they were happy. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever experience happiness in my life. I'm pretty much giving up on that. But, it wouldn't hurt if I had, at least one friend, I want someone in person that I can talk to, hang out, and do things with, and share memories. I will never have that in my life, and I was letting that depress me pretty badly, to the point where I was like, why am I fighting my suicidal thoughts? One that involves me trying to suffocate myself with a plastic bag over my head, or trying to hang myself with a belt. I haven't done that. It's just thoughts. And in these days, I fight them off and don't even act on it anymore, which is really a shame. I used to be very active in putting myself in harm's way, and I don't really do much of that anymore. It sucks, I know. But that was my whole problem, being at the mall. I kept seeing what I don't have. I don't know, maybe I'm doing things the wrong way. Maybe I shouldn't focus on that right now. Maybe I'm not even in the right mindset to have friends right now. Maybe I'm just too depressed. I don't even like myself anyway, so how are other people gonna like me? But, I shouldn't really use that as an excuse, because even if I did like myself, people still hate me. If I say hello, I'm gonna get hatred. If I say good morning, I'm gonna get hatred. So no matter what, I'm gonna get hated. Well, anyway, I actually felt so bad I left the mall without finishing my steps. By the time I did come home, though, I did reach 7,300 something steps. So, although I didn't finish my steps at the mall, I did finish it by the end of the day. So I still technically met my goal. I think I'm gonna rest today, though, because especially when I walk too much, I get exhausted. My body takes a couple of days to recharge, because I get nothing but fatigue. So I think I'm just rest today. But, yesterday put a lot of things in perspective. I'm always going to be alone. No friends, no boyfriends is out of the question. I mean, I know I'm not ready for a relationship. I don't even want one right now, but still, I will never have those things. Probably don't even deserve it, even if I was completely happy. And it was depressing me to the point where suicide was looking good, but as always, I fight through them. I don't want to, but it is what it is, I guess.